I'm Virgil Chason with VC Inspection, and I'm a full NDT company for drilling rigs, and I'm going to go over high pressure mud lines today. I'm going to go over a few pointers and tips to help you out with your mud line inspections. If you can see beside me, I've got a high pressure mud line here. I'm not the best drawer to try to draw it out, but I wanted to give an example. If you go through 3 or 5 years of inspections on your high pressure mud line and you're just getting random inspections or thickness readings on the pipe, how the data is not going to give you anything. It could show that possibly the pipe is growing. For example, if somebody came 1 year and he takes a thickness reading here, and we'll say this is the first year, and then the second year he comes and takes a reading on this pipe here, he comes down a little bit. Well, you're getting a different reading altogether. And the third guy, let's say he's lazy. He just tries to go here and go pretty quick and takes his readings pretty quick. So what could happen is your initial reading could be kind of low. It could be 730, for example. But by the time you get to here, it's at 750. Well, that's when you try to take the data together, it's showing you that your high pressure mud line is actually growing in size, which we all know it's not going to happen. Some companies will actually go out there and we'll take 4 readings on a designated spot. But then again, if you're taking 4 readings around here, you're not going to get necessarily the same reading results every year. The way to kind of eliminate this and come up with a plan to give you good data is use this as a point, and you come off, depending how long this joint is. Let's say it's a short joint. It's 2 foot. We're going to come right in the middle, and we're going to make this 1 foot long here. And we're going to take a reading here every year at this 1 foot point every year, and we're going to be able to tell what your pipe's doing. We could tell if your wall loss, if we're growing wall loss and at the rate that you're growing your wall loss. Example here also I've got to the side. If you just do a 4-point scan or points on your thickness, if you have wall loss right here, you're not necessarily going to catch it. And even every year it's random. Somebody will take his readings here, here, and here. And maybe 1 year he's going to get lucky and catch it, but by at that point, it may be too late or it's already blown out. What I would suggest do is you come in here and we do a scan completely around. We come all the way around and run our transducer all the way around. So this way, every year we come around, we're going to catch this. Instead of coming just at points where you may or may not catch it, it's almost like playing the lottery if you're going to actually catch that wall loss. It tears up our transducers a little bit more, but doing this, we're able to guarantee that we're going to catch where you have your wall loss at. Another point is a lot of guys will just take your thickness readings on an elbow right here at any point. You don't know where they're going to take their thickness reading at. What I would recommend they do is come along this backside and just run a full scan along the backside, because we know all the fluid's coming down this way. And your wall loss is going to be more than likely on these walls right here. That's what I suggest do. I suggest coming up with a plan, a data plan for a collection of your thickness readings that's comprehensible, that you're actually recording data that you can use. Now, I know a lot of the guys are going to just come through here and take quick readings on here. And that's for, they're just doing it quick to go through and get the job done and give you an overall pressure rating. And we could do that too. If you want a quick job and just run through it, we'll run through it for you. But if you want something that you could use in the future and collect data, we'll go through and we'll actually come up with a plan and a strategic plan where we'll actually take locations and we'll do a circumferential scan around the pipe. We'll come through and tell you where your weakness, look for your flaws or holes in the wall loss. Yeah, it is going to cost you a little bit more for us to come through here and actually take these measurements here. It takes a little bit more time to take the readings, and it definitely takes a lot more to the report. But this is giving you data that you could use in the future. Doing it this way, you're given engineering data to basically record the life of their materials. One pro trip that you can do for, say, if you've got a hammer union right here, and you've got a hammer union. Let's just draw one right there. And this pipe, you've got the wall loss right here, and you can see this is where gradually your wall loss is. Well, to save you money, let's rotate the pipe 90 degrees, and then you can get another cycle out of that pipe, and then rotate it again to say another 90 degrees and get another cycle of that pipe. And it just saves you money in the long run with the pipe if you have the data and you know where your problem areas lie.